Welcome to another episode of Playtime with Kelly. Today I'm with Rick Vale, who is one of the stars as Dracula for main stage. So thank you for joining us.
Certainly.
So what can you tell us about Dracula?
The play or the book?
First of all, the play.
Person? Okay. Well, there are several adaptations of the play, and this is one from, I believe, 1996, Stephen Dietz, and a lot of people like it the best because the book is written in such a way that it's been a little difficult to adapt, and his adaptation is pretty close to the book, almost as close as you can get to how the book is formatted. Some adaptations take a little more freedom, a little more liberty, use some things from the movie or movies which had been added to, but this is pretty true to the book, and that's why I like it. So,
have you always been a Dracula fan?
I wanted to play this role since I was in 4th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what's it like then to finally fulfill that dream?
It's awesome, except I feel way too old. So when I look at the pictures, I saw some headshots and some things from it, and I thought, oh, no, I look like Dracula's dad. I don't look like Dracula, but it's still fun. I've been fascinated. I'm a child who grew up with Dark Shadows, and watching horror movies and vampires especially just thrilled me. So yeah, this is kind of a fun dream role. Yeah.
So as a fan then, do you have a favorite vampire universe or
I kind of do, yeah. I'm not a real fan of the Dracula movies per se, except I really like the Bela Lugosi movie because it's just classic. But I was really most impressed with a movie that I just saw as far as the world, and it's called Daybreakers, and it's about a world where everyone is a vampire, and humans are slowly starting to die because they're being depleted. But it's a very sophisticated world and designed, as you would think, for people who live at night. And it was just fascinating to me, and the whole story about the human population being depleted, and there's certain vampires that are sympathetic to that, and wanting to help the humans, wanting to find a cure, blah blah blah. That was fun. As far as scary vampire movies, the only one that has really ever scared me is it called 30 Days of Night, 28 Days of Night, 30 Days of Night, something like that. Alaska. It's the Alaska group, and a boatload of vampires come and just feed on these people that have no day, and that's creepy. That is just a creepy movie. So I like those as far as vampire movies. I loved True Blood, not a fan of Twilight, and so yeah.
If you had to choose between watching Twilight or Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, which would you watch?
Oh, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, yes. Loved that movie. Loved that movie. Well, I'm much more like Dracula the book. Dracula the book is a sad, bloody romance, and so it's sexy and it's dark. And there's some depth to it, and it's really kind of sad, all the way around. And that's the type of ones I like, those kind of dark gothic ones. So.
And what do you think it is about vampires that people seem to latch on to so much?
It's hard to say. I think there's some. It was interesting to hear people after the preview, and several of them, especially the women, said, I wasn't really sure how to feel. Because the Count is really evil and creepy and sexy, and so I'm not really sure where that fits. And I think that's part of it. There's kind of a romance to it that you don't have with Frankenstein's monster, with werewolves, because they look human, and it's night, and it's seductive, and I think there's something like that. When Bram Stoker wrote the book, of course, there weren't vampire tales. And he called it a mystery. He called it a kind of a murder mystery. That's how he saw it. But it really touched, this was what, 1897, and it really touched the Victorian spiritualist you know, ideas, and the Victorian romance novels. I mean, it was kind of part of that. So, yeah, I think that's what it is.
And what's your favorite part about being a vampire?
I like the power. Yeah, I like the power and the control. Everybody else on stage, as you noticed, you know, they're moving around quickly, they're running and everything, and the Count just stands still, and with just a flick of his hand, they're asleep, or they're, you know, hypnotized, or he just commands a lot of presence, has a lot of experience. It just, I really like that.
Well, thank you for joining us. And you guys can check out my review on the Herald Bulletin website, heraldbulletin.com, as well as in print on Thursday.